What is the best pull-up variation to train your chest? Maybe you now think, is this guy kidding me? A pull-up is mostly about the lats, the arms and the back, but not about the chest. Well, to understand this, we have to take a look at how the chest works. The chest, also known as the pectoralis major, is a complex muscle and you can train it with many different exercises. The most common ones are push-ups and bench press. In those exercises you move your arm from the back to the front, which is called shoulder flexion, and from the front to the back, which is called shoulder extension. When you move your arm backwards, you move the muscle origin and insertion apart. This is the case when you go down in a push-up or when you lower the weight down to your chest when doing the bench press. When you move your arms forward, you bring the muscle origin and insertion closer together, which is a result of the muscle contraction. This is the case when you push yourself or the weight up. Another way to contract your chest is by pulling your arms from above your head downwards. The principle stays the same. If you raise your arm above your head, the muscle origin and insertion will move further apart. If you move your arm downwards, you will bring origin and insertion closer together again, and this will contract your pecs. Good examples for the shoulder extensions are front lever raises, straight arm lat pull downs, and dumbbell pullovers, even if they are still very lat dominant. Of course, the pecs are not the only muscles that do this motion, and a big part of the movement is done by other muscles. The shoulder flexion by the front delts and the shoulder extension by the lats, but still the pecs support these movements. But that's not everything. The pecs also move the arm from outwards to inwards. This is the movement you know from the butterfly or ring fly exercises. In those movements, the pecs do the main work and get tensed very hard. The more inwards you move your arm, the more the muscle contracts. The more outwards you move the arm, the more the muscle gets stretched. You can do these movements with bent or with straight arms. Straight arms are harder to move and bent arms are easier to move. And of course you can fade to any position between completely straightened and completely bent arms. Now we can take advantage of this when we do a pull-up. Instead of an overhand, use an underhand grip. Instead of a wide grip, choose a narrow grip. Instead of pulling your elbows backwards as much as you can, fix them in front of your body. Instead of extending your spine, aim for a hollow body position. With all those points, you will have the best possible pull-up variation when it comes to the chest activation. If you do a wide pull-up, you would move origin and insertion apart from each other, and this is counterproductive to the optimal chest activation. You also pull both arms from above your head to the front of your body. If you would pull your arms back to a total extension, like you do it in a body row or in arched back pull-ups, you would move the origin and insertion away from each other. But if you pull your arms from above your head to a horizontal position, you will activate your chest instead of stretching it. The hollow body and the underhand grip are also important to trigger your complete anterior chain and to optimize the movement. Another variation, and this time an advanced one, is the Archer cliffhanger pull-up. To turn this exercise into a chest exercise, you have to move and keep your body at right angles to the bar. This is done by adducting your front arm. Don't rotate or twist your body and keep it in one straight line to the bar. To adjust the intensity, you only change the lever of the front arm. Like I just said, to make it harder you straighten your arm, to make it easier you bend your arm. Now the best part is that you not only get the pecs with this exercise by adducting your arm, but also by doing the shoulder extension from above your head. So you do 2 of 3 movements that are done by the pecs. By the way, the third movement would be an internal rotation of the arm. But this is not important for this movement, and it's also only a minor movement for the pecs. As you can see while doing the archer cliffhanger pull-up, the bent arm is fixed in front of your body, while the straight arm stays in a horizontal position. Both positions will activate the chest, but of course the straight arm position is much harder. This is the reason why you should always do the movements with both sides. The archer cliffhanger pull-up is no beginner move, so if you aren't able to do this movement yet, you can make it easier by bending the arm a little bit or by using a band. The resistance band version will give you more benefits for the chest. The bent arm version will give you more benefits for the lats. We recommend to use our workout programs, which will teach you to learn pull-ups and chin-ups, but also to increase the amount of repetitions if you are already able to do some reps. Just visit our website and choose your level. If you have any further questions, just leave a comment. Thanks, Alex.